Good afternoon, boys and girls. I'm so happy to see you. I'm excited for our Zoom meeting later today, and I hope that you've been having a really awesome week. I'm excited to announce that we are reading a chapter book this time, so for the next couple read-alouds, I'll be reading the same book, just different chapters. So, it's called Frog and Toad Are Friends, and I used to read this when I was in elementary school, just like you, and it was my favorite. I love these books so much. So, I'm going to read the chapter called Spring. Spring. Frog ran up the path to Toad's house. He knocked on the front door. There was no answer. Toad, Toad, shouted Frog. Wake up, it's spring. Blah, said a voice from inside the house. Toad, Toad, cried Frog. The sun is shining, the snow is melting, wake up. I am not here, said the voice. Frog walked into the house. It was dark. All the shutters were closed. Toad, where are you? Called Frog. Go away, said the voice from the corner in the room. Toad was laying in bed. He pulled all the covers over his head. Frog pushed Toad out of bed. He pushed him out of the house and onto the front porch. Toad was blinded by the bright sun. Help, said Toad. I cannot see anything. Don't be silly, said Frog. What you see is clear, warm light of April, and it means that we can begin a whole new year together, Toad. Think of it, said Frog. We will skip through the meadows and run through the woods and swim in the river. In the evenings, we will sit right here on this front porch and count the stars. You can count them, Frog, said Toad. I will be too tired. I am going back to bed. Toad went back into the house. He got into bed and pulled the covers over his head again. But Toad, cried Frog, you will miss all the fun. Listen, Frog, said Toad. How long have I been asleep? You have been asleep since November, said Frog. Well then, said Toad, a little more time to sleep will not hurt me. Come back and wake me up when it's 1/2 May. Good night, Frog. But Toad, said Frog, I will be lonely until then. Toad did not answer. He had fallen asleep. Frog looked at Toad's calendar. The November page was still on top. Frog tore the November page off. He tore off the December page and the January page and the February page and the March page. He came to the April page. Frog tore it off as well. Then Frog ran back to Toad's bed. Toad, Toad, wake up. It's May now. What? Said Toad. Can it be May so soon? Yes, said Frog. Look at the calendar. Toad looked at the calendar, and the May page was on top. Why, it is May, said Toad as he climbed out of bed. Then he and Frog ran outside to see what the world was looking like in the spring. And that is the end of the first chapter. So next week I will read chapter 2. I really hope you enjoyed this little chapter. I know that I really love this book, and I hope that you're doing all the things that you need to be doing for your classwork, and I hope to see everybody on our Zoom meeting here soon. Bye!